Europe. What's good? What's good?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Elite Podcast, man. What's good, Dre?
Yeah. What's good with you, bro?
Man, cooling, man. For those listening, man, that was that new Benny off that a friend of ours, Long Way From Home. Long Way From Home, man. A Long Way. I'm sorry. That joint, that's one have been one of my tracks right there. I've been listening to a lot, man. But man,
hey,
we could talk about that.
That shit was slapping, my nigga. I'm like, I'm gonna
I was trying to find something that wasn't like too regional sounding, because I know you rock with that. You rock with the East Coast sound, so I'll try to find something that's kind of still in between. And I think that was the best song to pick from that track, from that tape, definitely. But man, yo, you know what we came here for, man? New Japan,
yes, sir.
Dominion,
man,
Osaka. Big show, man. Big show. I mean, I don't even know. I mean,
man.
They not, man. That's like probably one of the big takeaways I can take away before we really get into this. Like the levels that they're trying to reach with this roster, with what they're trying to do overseas. You know what I'm saying? Over here and such like that, man. Like the shows that they're having at home is really it's just like, how can you not, like, I don't want to sound like one of those guys, but like at this point, like, how can you not at least even seen one New Japan match by now? Like the events that they're having, this shit, like people from the West, like they gotta, like, it's no way you can't be a wrestling fan and not be seeing it or hearing about this. Like, it's resonating like so crazy, like the moves that they're making, the impact of these matches, man. I don't even know what else to say, man. Like they are really doing their thing over there, bro.
Man, it's like having an album, like you got like a really good hip hop album that you can play from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to skip any tracks.
Yes.
That's what I felt like Dominion was. If anything, I'd say there was like probably two matches you could skip. That's just off. That's just. I mean, that's like. Yeah, that's really off of like I don't like that person. Not really like the merit of their wrestling, because like they could still wrestle, you know. So like when I originally watched it,
you're not probably not in two and two to the.
There was like two matches I completely skipped.
I would say that for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll elaborate on that when once we get into those matches.
Yeah, I completely skipped two originally, but when I knew that y'all was gonna do the podcast for, I was like, you know what, let me go back and actually like be objective and check them out, and there was actually good matches. One of the two was actually one of the better matches of the entire event, when I take out like my biasness for the actual people in the match, but it was a solid show, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, shoot, man, let's get into it. You want to start with the first one?
The first match of the night, you know, like with New Japan, like this usually would be where the Young Bucks start off the show when they were junior lightweights, because they always start off with the junior lightweight tag match. This time they had Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo taking on Suzuki-gun, El Desperado, and Kanemaru. And like off the bat, like it's kind of hard to like, you know, like no one could like replace the Young Bucks, you know, so like that's like a hard act to like follow. So
big shoes.
They still had a good match though, you know, like when I start to watch it, I was just like, man. And I remember with the Super Junior Lightweight tournament that just happened, Sho and Yo, they both had good performances. Sho looked like he's gonna be more of a star, like when they break up.
Yeah.
When they eventually break up.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching the match, I'm looking at Yo, and it kind of remind me, like they have like a similar parallel to like Naito and Ace back in the day when they first started out. You know, like Ace was more charismatic. You know, like Sho remind me of Ace, like he was more charismatic, but like Yo was more smooth, kind of like Naito. You know, so it was like, man, like I could see them, but the only thing is they're not heavyweights, so I could see them getting to like junior title status.
I could see Sho possibly. Sho looks more like he could possibly do that. You know what I'm saying? He could probably bump up if he wanted to, maybe. But I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, Show definitely looks the part more than Yo. But when I'm looking at Yo, I'm like, you know what? Yo technically is like the smoother of the two in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But Show
let
got
me
that
remember.
charisma.
Yo is the one with the black hair, and Show is the blonde hair. Come on.
Right.
Okay, so making sure.
Show got that charisma and shit. Yeah. He like a little stockier one.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like, and that's the thing. But I think them as a tag team, I think they're definitely good. Like, I feel like once they had their feud in with the Young Bucks, they definitely was like, the Young Bucks was a good team to help them get over to, you know what I'm saying, at least for us fans over here that was kind of our gateway to understanding what the junior heavyweight division was, junior tag heavyweight division was, through the Bucks and seeing the guys they faced. Now they're passing the buck to who they think is going to be the next guys. And I was impressed. I ain't going to lie. But since then, I did fall off of finding out what was going on with the junior heavyweight division because it wasn't really captivating as much. But I would say, like, going into here, I could still see why they're, you know what I'm saying, definitely one of the top teams in their division.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. I think the Super Junior tournament just really, like, put them right back on the right track. Like that tournament really like was a great showcase for everybody involved. Man, I could see with this match like that they kind of teased it at the end like with some foreshadowing. That's like a thing I like with New Japan. Like they just let the wrestling tell the story instead of like these crazy ass finishes and all this extra dramatic storytelling. Like they just let the match tell itself, you know, like oh boy tired of losing,
that's great.
Yeah, and like you can see it, but it's
something
real
people
subtle.
understand.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like
it's great,
man, but you could you could see like they got great chemistry. Like I'm seeing them working there, and they was doing some good tag team, man. Like and shout out to Suzuki Gun, like they reminded me. It felt like watching, like, I don't know if you ever watched back in the day, like, back when it was WWE and WCW back in the day. It was also, like, the Lucha wrestling channels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the Spanish channel, you be turning through the channels and catch the Mexican wrestler and be speaking the Spanish. Like, if you ever, like, stopped on one of them channels and watched them, like, man, it felt like that's what those two in Suzuki Gang, Kanemaru and Desperado, like they wrestle like old school heel Mexican wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And it fits the whole Suzuki Gang.
They're kind of like
a
darker Los Ingobernables, but they got more. They're more like of the Japanese side. But you got a couple of your guys in there who he's been around the block. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like back as a kid. As a kid over here in Cali, I don't know if y'all got swap meets out there in the East Coast, but we got swap meets out here and be like, they used to have the little Mexican wrestling figures. There's like cheaper toys, you know, like you can't afford the good WWE toys. They have the little toys they make themselves, man. Like that's what those two Suzuki Gang.
El Habanero.
Yeah, like they remind me of like the generic wrestlers you first fight when you first create your character, like. They don't look like a star or nothing like that, but they've been holding the titles.
They always try to put a nigga with a mask on you. Always try to put a nigga with a mask on you. They've been holding the
titles for a minute, though. Hey, but surprisingly enough, Roppongi 3K, they did not get the job done. They lost that match.
Surprising. Definitely surprising.
But yeah, you see at the end, like when what's my man's name? Rocky Romero.
Oh yeah.
He holding Show going to the back, and then like Yo's like distance from them, and he can just feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy. You know, he didn't do nothing too much.
Yeah,
extra.
I wonder how they're gonna play with
just right. I
want to see how they work with that. Like I'm not big on really like I'm not heavy on the road twos. I watch some of them depending on the matches, but I actually might see what happens next with their with this little story they got with them, because they're an interesting tag team, and if they're going to go that route, I wonder how it's going to play. I don't think they're going to break them up too early because they really just started. You know what I'm saying? They really just started last year, but I don't know. That would be interesting because I want to see how if your theory's playing out. But like I said, it definitely was a cool match, solid match to open. We had what did we have next? I forgot actually.
Man, all right. Hey, this is like my low point of the event. It was Juice Robinson and David Finlay versus Jay White and Yoshihashi.
Oh God, yo, like, and this is one thing I will say, and I'm gonna pass it to you. I think this kind of shows that Kenny Omega really like just created a whole mid card division again. Cause let's be real, the IC title is in Japan is not really mid card for real. Like that's like dang near what the old IC title really was in WWE. It's like it's not mid card because that guy definitely could be a world champion, but it's like the US title is officially their like official mid card, and these guys are good wrestlers, but kind of bland, and they don't really give you too much in their matches. Like they're all great wrestlers. I give them that. Like David Finley's a great wrestler. That Jay White's definitely proven that he's a great wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Yoshihashi has his moments. Who else was in there? And Juice definitely has improved. You know what I'm saying? He's the flamboyant Juice Robinson now. But they rock with him over there, and he's definitely a great character. You know what I'm saying? He's been improving in the ring. But I think this little thing they got going on with David Finlay and Jay White and, you know what I'm saying, Juice going for Jay White, it's a little and I'm kind of want to just kind of fast forward it and see if they're going to put the belt on Juice and what's going to happen from it there, what they're going to do with Juice there, because it seems like Juice will be a good champion, but I just want to see what he's going to do with the title, because I don't know if Jay White's really ready yet.
Man, hey, I think Jay Wright the only one ready. I can't believe. Hey, RC, this is where I'm going to have to disagree with you, man. When I was watching this match, I felt bad for Jay White watching this match, man. Jay White showed he could go. He showed he could go at Wrestle Kingdom when he had that match with Ace. Of course, it ain't the best match on the night. It was one of the least best matches on the night just because of how stacked that card was. But he showed he could go when he had that good match with Kenny Omega in which he won the title. The match with Hangman, I think that stole the match of the night that night.
Okay. Maybe
even with the Young
really
Bucks and Golden Lovers. Yeah, even with Young Bucks and Golden Lovers on that same card, I felt like Hangman and Jay White stole that. I thought they had a better match than that, and that was supposed to be like a dream match for me. But
it was a good match, but you're right. They definitely did have a better match.
A little shallow for this, and it's not even to say like the look, because there's certain wrestlers like Mick Foley didn't have the look. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wrestlers who didn't have the look who are still super successful. But to me, David Finlay and Yoshihashi, they just don't got that look. They just look like common people. They don't look like superstars to me. So like, it just looked like
that's why I never was like.
It looked like your friend that you would just like, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, like you were wrestling with. They don't look like a superstar at all, bro. Like, you know, it looked like, oh damn, I could do this if he could do it, type shit. You know, like, and Juice Robinson,
man, not taking nothing away. Yoshihashi,
I'm not trying to.
He's okay in the ring. I'm gonna say okay. He's good in the ring. It's just that's about it. He's pretty good in the ring.
He's great in the ring, man, but he just looks so plain. He looks like the default character when you just push random on creative player. You know what I'm saying? Before you could buy any of the new gear and all the
I can't get invested in
locked
him.
And shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't get invested in him like enough to really.
Right. No personality, nothing, bro. Like, David Finlay's like the same thing. Like, David Finlay got good wrestling, but like
he looked like
his personality to me is
like he like a Spike of War Machine. He like a Spike Dudley. He like the Spike Dudley of War Machine.
See him trying to show he got personality and stuff, but it's just not. It's not. It's just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's just not focused enough for me. Juice Robinson, man, I'm just totally not with his shit, man. Him and David Finlay did the most buzzworthy shit.
No, he definitely I don't get the whole flamboyancy thing. Like he was okay without all the rainbow shit, because he him having that kind of way it was in NXT. Nobody really believed he's gonna do what he do, and I think his match with Kenny Omega when he won in the G1, that really was something okay, this is kind of what's Juice is. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of a scrappy, scrappy wrestler. A lot of people count him out, but he definitely can get the job done. If kind of that you got heart cuz thing
Look,
I don't know how to
totally
really explain that gimmick.
No, I totally get Juice. Juice been wrestling back when Roman Reigns, this guy was around when Roman Reigns was in developmental, same time. So that should show you the trajectory. Show you the trajectory though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I know it's different, but it's just the trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Dang, you ain't even got nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? I think doing WrestleMania is 5 years in a row. You know?
Yeah,
but
he was an NXT gatekeeper.
It's just over the top. It's just over the top, bro. And the attire, everything. It's just, it don't work for me, bro. And I'm far from homophobic, bro. But it's just it's too much. If you too much,
thing,
bro.
Though, it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like that when he first started doing it, though. When he first started really, they really started giving, Juice Robinson a push. It didn't really seem like that. He was on that type of way. But now I'm seeing all the rainbow and all that stuff. It's okay, where are we going with this? But I don't know. And it's not even that on a homophobic thing. It's just where are we going with this? I don't see how this relates to. That doesn't really relate to the guy we see.
Just too extra. It's like you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
I feel him and David Finley, they're trying too hard. Jay White ain't trying too hard. He's just naturally a star, bro.
Sometimes. Some of his promos.
Jay White
you trying to look
was the only star I felt in that match. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I will say about the first. I'll even say it about the first 3 matches, bro. The first 3 matches, it felt like there were stars in the match, and there was people who was just all right, you kind of felt like
that was there. They're
supposed to lose. I felt like Roppongi 3K was supposed to win because the other team, even though I know they Suzuki-gun, to my knowledge, they didn't seem really the marketable team. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They didn't seem like a real.
Their win only further.
I can't even really describe it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't look like stars. Roppongi looked like stars. They just look like local talent. You know what I'm saying? Juice Robinson, David Finley, Juice kind of looked like a star. David don't really look like a star. Yoshihashi definitely don't look like a star. Jay White looks like a superstar, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the next match, because are you good off that second match, bro?
I'm good.
I'm good off the Juice Robinson. Yeah, I'm good on that one.
I definitely want to take back that Jay White. I just want to take back that Jay White's not ready, because you're definitely right. He's definitely been proven in match. This match was just really, really big turn off from such a great event, and he just happened to be a part of it.
Here's one thing I will say. Last thing I'll say on that match real quick is that I just saw that coming out the gate. Once I saw Jay White paired up like that, I knew all right, he already beat David Finley, so Juice has got to win this match.
Why didn't they just give him the match right there? Why did they?
Yeah.
Why did we have to go to the tag match? Why didn't? If obviously it's going to be set up for a later day, maybe they're going to save this for Strong Style. I honestly think they're going to save this for Strong Style. Now that I think about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's going to be in San Francisco. Yeah.
That's a Strong Style match. Yeah. Juice more than likely is probably going to win that in the.
I didn't see that. Yeah, that's good. You know, I don't think so. I don't think Juice is going to win. I feel like Jay White, he loses all his matches when it's multi-man matches and it don't matter. And then he kind of like Okada had, you know. I think he got that Okada deal.
I don't know, man. I think they might be moving him up for that Okada feud now, but we'll get into that later. We'll talk about that another time. But let's get into the next match, bro. I think was it the triple threat?
It was Zack Sabre Jr.
No, this was Suzuki Gun
versus Toru Yano and
Chaos.
Ishii. Bruh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Ishii, man. This is kind of like the match we were just talking about, but actually a better match. But they're kind of the same thing as a tag match disguised in an actual match that we want to see. But man, still a good match though. I mean, you got the comedy styles, the heelish but babyface tactics of Yano, with the aggressive, hard-nosed style of Suzuki going. And you got Ishii just, antagonizing Suzuki. Like, this match has so much, like, and just a little bit of time to act. Because the match really didn't feel that long. I mean, if you take away the ending of the match after effects of the match, whatever all that stuff happened, this wasn't really that long of a match.
It was a good-ass match, though, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't want to cut you off, man. But, hey, Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki, that's, like, one of my top – I'll probably put them in, like, at least top 5 tag teams, man. Like, that's just such a good combination. Like, you got like, the king of strong style, in my opinion, in Minoru Suzuki right now. And then you got Zack Sabre Jr., best submission specialist. Like, their styles complement each other. Then you got Taka, man. Taka is like the Japanese Paul Heyman, bro. Like, he gets that shit lit, bro. Like,
though, he transitioned, like, on the low. Like,
he still wrestles, too, though, and he's still dope. Like,
but not as much,
yo, Taka,
he don't push a
not as
T-roll
much,
right now. Like, I'm like,
damn,
I'm making other moves, but I'll get in the ring if y'all need me to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
hey,
I like
it,
though.
I'm like, yo. He be talking that shit,
right.
man. Hey,
where was this when you first came through, bro?
Moment out of everything, aside from, like, of course, like, the reward of, I ain't even going to spoil that until we get into that, but, man, that ending, bruh. Hey, even before that ending, all in that match, man, I have to go back on Facebook, and I like, highlighted clips from that match, because Suzuki and Ishii were beating the shit out of each other, man. Like, man, I don't know how they do it, man. Hey, it was like watching those slap competitions back in the day.
Eighth grader. I want to see an 8th grader and a Japanese man in a slap boxing contest in a random school bathroom. I want to see who makes it out alive. I'm dead.
Man, hey.
I'm telling you, sir. You get one of them beady headed Kevin Durant head ass little kids, and versus like one of these little strong style niggas. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have a great bout in there, bro. You gonna have a great bout.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. Yeah, shit,
but
man,
you're
giving me flashbacks.
Son, I'm telling you, son, a lot of niggas had red marks coming out of that joint. But man, like I said, great match. Like we had some of my favorite moments of the match. You had the Toriano low blow where Zack Sabre Jr. caught it and then took it into a submission hold. Like, oh my god,
fire.
Brutal.
That was the very
Ishii,
end of the match, actually. Yeah.
Right. That was it's like because this is like he always gets away with it, but Zack Sabre Jr. has like some type of submission spidey sense. And just caught this dude, and it's like, yo, that was crazy. What else? I think this was probably at the beginning of the match when Ishii just said screw Zack and just ran and kicked like Minoru Suzuki, and he got up like, yo, are you serious right now, bro? Is this what we doing for real? Like, oh my god, hilarious, dude, hilarious. What was just some of your favorite parts of the match?
Man, you know what? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, again, I felt like Zack Sabre Jr. and Suzuki was like superstars, and then the other two just felt like, stars. But then they like won me over. They definitely both won me over.
I'd say more so just
Yano more so because I thought less of him than Ishii. Like I more so like, all right, Ishii, like I took serious, so I felt like it was like 3 stars.
Ishii was making himself known,
like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like he definitely.
I got you.
He was funny as fuck in this match. He had like a great comedy skits, like mad personality, mad charisma, like. And I know I've seen a lot of his matches to where like I know what he brings to the table. I just didn't take him serious enough to like, like I don't know what it is. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I was as big of a fan
I think
of
that's
it, you
the
know?
point. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
It's
is.
a comedy stick. You know how Japanese guys with their comedy is very,
but he works
very
it so
dry
perfectly,
cut.
man.
Like,
He works it perfectly. One of my favorite parts though was that when Suzuki and Sabre, they were double teaming. I think they were double teaming Yano, and they were doing like all these submission transmissions like at the same time on the dude just killed
Oh my god. Yo, that was so fire.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they one of my favorites because they both like two of the best submission people in the game, and they just was stretching that dude out.
Let's keep it a stack. Minoru Suzuki's been putting on they really didn't do nothing since with Zack Sabre Jr. losing to Okada after winning the New Japan Cup. He's kind of been on the low. He just he really just got back. Like this is his first match since Okada, if I'm not mistaken. Because he went around and did his thing at other places. But I think
he
they
took on
need
Naito
in the next tag. Yeah, I think he needs to be. I think they need to be in the next tag team, the tag team tournament, and they need to go to the finals, yo. That is a really lethal team, dude. A really lethal team. Come on, and they both heavyweights. Like they're not doing nothing right now. They're really not. Like
heavyweight tag team division stacked right now, man. I'm like stacked. That's looking crazy.
And that's a good thing, though. It's a good thing. But man, like I said, really good match. And like you said, the ending though, man, you had Toriano tapping out while you had Minoru Suzuki having. I think he had Ishii in a abdominal stretch or something like that, but had both of them in submission. Got him to tap out. Ishii was like, "Fuck that, I'm not rocking with that." Ran up on this nigga. Suzuki was like, "Nah, bruh, I want that smoke. Like I want that smoke still."
Bro,
yo,
that was the most gangster shit of the whole night, man. They slapped the hell out of each other like. Hey, they slapped each other.
Why
good,
pull
like,
him on the joint? Like Minoru was just cooling, like
6-7 times at least each, just smacking fire out of each other, man. That had me.
Even the forearms was nasty too, bro. The forearms was nasty.
Yeah,
and they
during
were
the match,
like amazingly.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was like one of my favorite matches just off of that, man. That was a strong style match right there. You know what? It made me miss my boy Shibata, man, because that's what it was, man. It was in that strong style. But that's one thing I will say.
That's what I'm glad. Suzuki came back at the right time. He came back at the
they lost
perfect
Nakamura
time.
and Shibata. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Goto, you know what I'm saying? He has his moments, and you know what I'm saying? He kind of teeters along the line, but Ishii
he does,
you know
but he don't got the charisma.
Right, but his matches, he could definitely take it there with, you know what I'm saying, the best of the strong style guys. That's why I say he can have his highs, because his moments with Suzuki, it was nasty. You know what I'm saying? His matches were evil, nasty. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, like I said,
right, yo.
I think
speaking of
Goto,
Goto,
move on. Yeah,
he
it's
was
going
the
to the
next
triple
person.
threat.
He took on Michael Elgin and Taichi.
Yeah.
And
Suzuki bro.
Here's the thing, like I know Goto used to be like star, you know, like so I can't say he ain't got that superstar presence because he's a bona fide superstar in Japan.
He put them in the light of Hitman, of the Hitman Heart, like of Brett, like. So it's like if people see that potential, they see it, you know, or the you know saying the big eyes that are watching, but. For us, I
feel like his best days are behind him, kind of like Ace. Like, not even to, like, you know, like, they could still go, they still could put on, like, be in high-profile matches, but they just don't have to carry the load. They're not the guy, you know? They're still there, but they just not the top guy like they used to be. Like, Goto already done, you know, he's on the end of his career, already done it all, you know? Like, But
let's keep it a stat, bro.
besides...
Kenny replaced that nigga.
Yeah.
Once he beat that nigga in the G1, bro, and didn't Kota beat, or didn't I think he won the New Japan Cup, or lost in the New Japan Cup to Kota Ibushi the year before, I think. It's like this nigga just was like this nigga became the gatekeeper, and it's like they trying to keep him like up there, still like, yo, you're still doing good, but we need you to put this guy over.
You can't really say like Kenny replaced him for the fact he's a champ, so he's over everybody. You know what I'm saying? So technically, he replaced Okada. They
still would have showed that he's still a player in the game. That's why I said they still put the title on him and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Just keep him with the title and shit. So it's like, yo, you're important. Yeah. This was that other match I went back and watched. I originally skipped it the first time watching it, but it was actually one of the better matches of the. Well, no, it was like around the middle of the card, but it was hard hitting. It was strong style with like a lot of power moves. Probably more power moves than any other match on the card. Like just hard hitting slams.
I mean, look at the guy
shit, man.
In there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, funny thing, real quick. At the very start of the match, Tai Chi comes out with his bad little Japanese valet, and Kevin Kelly starts catcalling her, and as soon as he starts catcalling her, oh boy, that's with him, the other commentator, Don something, he's just like, hey, cut that out. like, man, we trying to, we trying to go mainstream, bro. Like, you can't be up here objectifying women anymore, bro. Like, it's not the 80s no more, bro. Like, you can't be, like, treating these girls like a piece of meat, bro. Like, I was dying, bro. Like, yeah, it was a subtle, quick body, but that's exactly what it was. Like, I know exactly what he meant. Like, nigga, if you don't cut it out, we not at the strip club, bro. Son. Cut it out, bro. Like, we're on TV right now. Can't be catcalling this little Japanese girl.
You gotta relax.
Twice her age and shit. Like,
thank you, Kevin Kelly. You're supposed to be the baby face commentator and shit. Like, our Cal is checking you, but come on, son.
Man, yeah.
But no, like you said, man, I thought the story in this match was really good too, because like you said, you had the two powerhouses, and you had the smaller guy who's kind of trying to find his way in the match. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was really good.
Yeah, Tai Chi to me, man, he put a lot of thought into his craft, bro. Like, that dude's like a future star to me. Like, I felt like out of the three, like, I know Goto's done more, but like when I look at him, I feel like he got like a more developed character, bro. Like, everything come out. He got the chick with him, you know what I'm saying? He got the whole like extra opera thing, the lip singing. Like, he's just doing everything during the match. He ripped the pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just does like all this extra stuff with the hair,
you have to grow on me
tie dye. Like, he's doing a lot to stand out, bro. He's doing everything he can possible for him to like stand out, bro, and got like little moves. You know what I'm saying? Little signature moves, kind of like how like a battle rapper would have like their little showtime, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Like just like how he ripped the pants off. That's like, it's just little extra little things, bro. Like, he's well developed as a wrestler, so I'll give him that, man. He be kicking the.
Oh no, I agree with you on that. I'm all for creativity. Always for creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So
it's still growing on me, like I said, because at first I seen it, I was like, what the fuck, and I just skipped it, and I was like, and like I said, I went back and watched it. Like I said, it was definitely a good match. It kept the flow going up there. Like I said, we had Michael Elgin coming out as the winner. I kind of seen him you know what I'm saying? He's kind of been sitting low for a little bit, so I wasn't expecting it, but I'm not mad at it.
Now, here's the thing with Michael Elgin. Like, he just went through, like, that whole little thing. I don't know if you know, but, like, he was countersuing some girl who tried to, like, throw, like, some little false sexual harassment, you know what I'm saying? Like type of fake rape allegation type shit on him, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, and don't take this, like, this is just off the top of my memory, so this could be wrong. So like, I don't want no one to like try to sue me or anything like that. But like, if my memory serves me correct, like I remember hearing something about him, like some girl falsely accused him of some type of thing, like sexual misconduct, and he said something about like he was going to counter sue or some shit like that for like defamation of character type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
for real,
he
man.
has
That's what you
been
gotta do these days. Nelly did the same
for a minute, yeah. But he lost over 40 pounds, and to me, it felt like, man, this don't seem natural. Someone losing 40 pounds like within a year. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's a lot.
But no, I ain't gonna lie. He was getting a little big. He was getting a little big. You never know. He might have changed up his diet. Who knows? I give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably was changing up his diet. You want to slim up, maybe, you know what I'm saying, bulk up in some different areas. Because he was getting a little big, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're seeing all these all these wrestlers getting toned up now. Shit, I want to tone up too. Fuck this. I ain't about to be the fat nigga in the ring.
Elgin had a sick ass electric chair into like a bridge.
Yeah.
That shit was dope. And then Tai Chi had the nastiest super kick I've seen in a long time, bro. He kicked. I can't recall if it was Michael Elgin or Goto, but he kicked one of their faces off, bro. It was nasty. I think he kicked off Goto's face, and that's what led to Elgin catching him with that spinning powerbomb for the win.
Yeah, man.
But it was
a great match, though. Really good match, dude.
It was a solid match, yeah. I wasn't hyped.
And it's very rare you see triple threat stuff.
Watching it objectively, I was like, oh, yo, this is a good match, you know? I wasn't invested in any of them. Like, it wasn't none of my favorites in the match. But watching it, I'm just like, yo, this is a damn good match.
Nah, I agree with you. That's what I was saying. Like, I wasn't even, like, when the last time you seen a triple threat in New Japan? I see tag team.
If it is, right, it's like a tag team or something,
right.
Yeah.
Singles, though, nah. And hopefully, I wish they would do it more.
Right.
Shit, give us a fatal four-way while you at it. Fuck it, hey. I love. No, they did the juniors, and the juniors match was fire. Shoot, imagine seeing that. Imagine seeing a actual good fatal four-way for the U.S. heavyweight title at Strong Style. That would be dope. But they're gonna do him and Juice. But you know what I'm saying. But let's go on to the next. Yeah, man.
It was the Young Bucks. Young Bucks versus
You think Elgin's gonna
Evil and Sonata?
You think Elgin's gonna defend it? Before we move, you think Elgin's gonna defend that at Strong Style?
Yeah, definitely. He's from America, so you know he want to be on every America show he could get on. You know, like I think he's on.
Oh,
All
he's Canadian,
in, if I'm not
but
mistaken. Is he? Okay.
Well, technically still American.
Oh, you're right. He is Canadian. Damn, Canada just cleaned up that Dominion, bro.
Son, for real, like,
man.
But yeah, man, I'm kind of interested to see if they have a face. Maybe if it's a Goto rematch or you say Tai Chi, one of the two in a match. But definitely want to see him on Strong Style. But yeah, let's go to the next joint.
Man, you got Young Bucks versus Evil and Sonata. This is
heavyweight Bucks.
Man, I fucked with this match so heavy. Like,
I don't know why. I feel like a slave owner saying that.
Huh?
I just felt like a slave owner saying that for some reason, yo. Look at these heavyweight Bucks here.
Yeah,
God, Jesus Christ. God, we got a dark past. Good Lord.
5,000 apiece.
It's weird. It's so weird now just thinking about the Young Bucks and just like two black guys talking about them. Like, it's so funny.
You know,
but
I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Like, going into the match, like, I didn't know who was going to win this match. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why. I didn't feel like I didn't know if there was going to be more build to. You know, I just don't know, man. Like, they lost to the Golden Lovers not that long ago. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like it could have just went either way, which is why I fucked with the match, especially
like,
how the
Evil
match
Sonata's
played out.
A really good team too.
Oh yeah, they straight, bro. the thing with them though, like they're a great tag team and they're great singles. Like they're proven great singles as well. You know, so like they could really do both.
2017
That's why I just really didn't know. Yeah. That's what kind of made it hard for me to like not know who was gonna win, because it was just like, as single competitors, they are both better single competitors than both the Young Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though Nick Jackson, that's only because Nick Jackson doesn't go singles, but watching the match back, like, watching Nick Jackson, like, I was taking notes on the match.
That man
and Nick Jackson, bro, might be...
That boy in the Super Juniors. That boy in the
might
Super
be
Juniors,
top 5,
man.
bro. He might be... He's a heavyweight now. He might be top 5, bro. Like, he had so many moments in the match, and when I like really break down people's highlights of the night, like Nick Jackson probably had the most highlights of the night, bro. Like Nick Jackson was spazzing out, bro. He had like
not even
wild
that.
spots, like out the very gate.
The way he was selling the foot injuries, though, the way he was, the spots he had with that was even dope. Like, when he was trying to do the indie taker and he fell off the rope, like, come on, son. Like, I thought that was dope. Like, the way he was selling that was awesome. Like, on top of the moves, like you were saying, too, like, he was really a big piece of this match.
He really was, but here's the crazy thing. Like, you know, like how you, like, watch a battle rap and, like, of course, like, we watch battles and, like, you know, you tend to catch a good percentage of everything, but there would be some shit you don't really catch until you watch it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was, like, one of the only matches I watched twice, because it wasn't a really long match to watch to begin with. It was, like, probably a 20-minute match or so. But, like, the first time watching it through, like, just off first watch, like, I didn't really catch just how crazy Nick Jackson was going, because he was selling that leg, you know what I'm saying, for a good portion of the match.
Exactly.
Where I was just like, damn, you know, it was a breath fresh of air, because usually Matt's the one getting beat up, and then Nick comes in with a hot tag and just wreck shop, you know what I'm saying? But this time they let Matt wreck shop, and Nick was the one that was hurt and slowing Matt down this time, you know, but and that's why I kind of thought they were going to lose, too, because I'm not used to Matt being the one to carry the load.
The reason why I thought they were going to lose was because Evil and Sonata was countering a lot of their shit, too. A lot of their kick, like, a lot of the shit that they usually do in the double team, they was countering a lot of that shit. Like, definitely overpowered them in a lot of ways, because they had the size, they had, you know what I'm saying, the height on them and everything. So it was like, I think they you had a part where the match where they did the indie taker on them. Like, I thought that was the part where I think they fucked up on the rope and shit, like stuff like that. I think it was one moment, like, I think it was, I'm not sure if it was a hot tag, but they were trying to do a super kick shit, and like Evil caught that shit and was like, "Get the fuck out of here," like.
Bro, now that's
like,
what was tight as hell when Evil was about to hit him with the everything is evil. And Matt Jackson, like, came up and, like, pushed him to do, like, the flip, and then they hit him with the double super kick.
Yo.
That was
they did that, like, twice.
Reversal,
they did it, like, twice in the match, yo.
That was one of the dopest reversals of the match. That little move Nick Jackson does, where he runs up, he does, like, the little springboard from one rope to the other to that little corkscrew, like,
my God,
springboard.
so clean.
Man,
so clean.
I don't know how he lands it every time, but he lands it, man. Like, that's insane. He got that little double team thing he does. He had 2 hot tag moves in there where he, like, wiles out on both people. One of them's like Johnny Gargano, where he does, like, that double clothesline at the end. And then he has, like, another one where he does, like, this striking combination where he goes back and forth. Man, like, Nick Jackson's like a superstar, bro. Like, he's crazy in that ring, man. Sonata, bro, with that submission, man. That's one of my favorite submissions. Yeah.
Yeah, people actually, what's my favorite move, like my favorite finisher move? I always tell them Dragon Sweeper. I just think that's just one of the most like fire, lethal, believable like finishers out there. Like, and that's his finisher, and that's I'm always gonna fuck with that shit. Like, and he was killing.
Yeah,
that
when he had
shit on,
and he spun him around with like the Cesaro swing while he had him in it. That was nasty.
Disgusting.
That was vicious,
disgusting.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
nasty.
that was great. I didn't see that before, and I was like, yo, that's something dope to add to it. Like, he's definitely been progressing every single year.
Right.
So Sonata's becoming one of my favorites.
The show he ready, man. Like I look at him, and then he got the look too, man. Like he looked like a superstar. He got the good moveset, everything about him. It's just like, yo, he could be a world champion.
Oh, he changed his whole look. Like, he got the highlighters and all that stuff. He changed the mask up.
Oh yeah. It was like it started the match with like Nick and Sonata, and it's like they were both like the athletes of the team, and they had like good chemistry. And it's just like, man, watching them wrestle, it's like, man, realistically, if they weren't on these tag teams, like these are two people who could be wrestling for like the world title. Like these could like be like the future. Like
I can see Sonata being
2 and 3 champion Omega.
I'm dead ass. I really could see Sonata being the next IC champion. Like for real. I rather would have seen Sonata come out and go at Y2J other than Evil, but we'll get into that later. You know what I'm saying? But
right. No, I thought with the end, the Young Bucks hit the more bang for your buck. That's like the original finishing move. So it's like
because they couldn't even do the original move. They couldn't do their Indie Taker or the Meltzer driver because of his leg injury. So they had to, improvise, which I thought was even more dope. When I seen them do it and they finished it, I was like, wait, this was how they finishing this? With this move? But I had to think about it like, oh, okay. There them boys go, man. Like,
and it wasn't just like a lot of spots. Like it was a lot of high action and stuff, but it was well put together. Like it just didn't feel like spot after spot. Like it felt like injury. Yeah, it felt like a
injury.
It felt
they couldn't do what the Bucks do.
Yeah, it was a good match, man.
But yeah,
I'd probably say like my third.
The Bucks,
probably the third best match.
I'd
say the fourth. Yeah.
The Bucks did what nobody thought they could do, was go to the heavyweight division and win them titles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, surprising that they took him off of Los Ingobernables, and because they were definitely doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like Bullet Club is making the moves again.
Hey, Bullet Club is definitely right back in in the driver's seat, man. And I think it's a lot to do with all the success with the All In and the Funko Pops and Hot Topic and all that stuff that they get in these looks. They see all this stuff coming up like, yo, and they see what the attention, and they know that there's about to be 10,000 people at this All In event. Hey, let's get all our titles on these people so that when this happens, our titles are being showcased. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a smart strategy to do. I didn't even look at it like that until just right now talking with you.
We can get into that a little bit more. Let's get into the next match.
Yeah, but Bullet Club definitely had a strong night. It was the next match was Liger and Ace and Rey Mysterio versus Cody, Hangman, and Marty Scurll.
And for the people who don't know, who Ace is, we're talking about Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Ace of New Japan. Go Ace. But first match of Rey Mysterio in New Japan. We're supposed to have the match in their Strong Style versus Jushin Thunder Liger, but things fell through. But we got him in here, and I thought he was still a star in this match. Like, this dude, for as long as he's been in the game, dude, this man is like a robot in that ring, dude.
You could say the same thing for Chris Jericho, and that's the crazy thing. Like, they both started off at, similar times. Both been wrestling for over 25 years now. Like, how do they do it, bro? Like, that's insane, bro. Like, I was watching these dudes, and I'm a grown-ass man. Like,
they do their
I'm in my
different things, but it's like, yo, for real. It's like, because they do their different things, but it's like they're doing it at such a high level still. And it's like, yo, come on, dude. Like, Rey Mysterio's, like, flips and his moonsaults are cleaner than some of these young niggas in the business. Like, Chris,
Ray
like,
was so on point, man.
Fuck, like, dude. Can we talk about the gear? Oh, my God.
I was just about to tell you, that's, just like how I was saying. Like I was saying earlier, like how some people just look like superstars and some people just look like, you know, they just look like the local talent, like they're like just there to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray looked like a superstar, bro. Like,
and with
that
the,
shit
with
looks
the red
so
and the
clean.
yellow,
He looked like the face of New Japan with that shit, bro. Like he looked like Mr. New Japan.
Son, he was down there the logo fire, bro.
Bruh.
Like,
Facts.
with the shirt with said GOAT, he had his greatest of all time shirt. Come on, son. He showed why he is the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Like, I'm sorry,
bruh, of all time, bruh. Greatest high flyer of all time, and I'm the biggest Rob Van Dam mark, but Rob Van Dam,
dude is proven it to this day.
Can't nobody touch Ray when it comes to the high flying. You know, you got Ospreay, you got Ricochet, like you could say those are his successors, you know, but like Rey Mysterio in his prime, bro, man, those matches with Psychosis and Eddie Guerrero and you can go on and on. Yeah. Psychosis and what's the dude's name? I'm forgetting La Parka and so many
Chris
people,
Jericho.
man, like Dean Malenko and like
come on.
Rey Mysterio definitely like the greatest cruiserweight high flyer of all time, definitely. And that's the thing, bro. Like, first time in New Japan, he showed out, bro. He was the highlight of the match, definitely.
He got the double 619 on Hangman and Marty.
Man, those hurricanranas he was hitting, everything he hit looked crisp.
No, that's definitely true. How do you feel about Bullet Club in this match? I mean, it felt like the storyline for this match. I don't know really where they're really going with this, but I think it's more so a Ray Marty thing. I think
like this whole story is based on Marty like really antagonizing all three of the legends involved in the matchup. But like this felt like just like I can't say a bathroom break because of who's in it type match, but it felt like they had to put Cody over for obvious reasons. You know, he's going for the Ring of Honor title, and he's going for the NWA title, and he got the whole story with Kenny Omega right now. So he's like, he's as hot as he could be right now. Pause. But like he's like the number one villain right now.
He has to have that heel presence at an all-time high right now. That heel presence needs to be. He just beat three legends, like, so he's gonna gloat about that.
Yeah.
He needs
that. And
when he comes
out, like it's hate. Even when he came out, as soon as he came out for the match, like it's typically a real quiet crowd. Even for their heels, the Japanese people normally are like really like quiet, but when Cody comes out, people get like they get real outspoken. You know what I'm saying? Like they start to react. Yeah, they don't like Cody, bro. They don't like him, man. But they played it safe. They made Ray look strong. They made Ace look strong, and
Ray was really
Liger had to do the sacrifice. Yeah.
No, Liger got his hits in. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do.
He got his stuff in. Like everybody had a little bit, but like he didn't do as much. Like, you know, someone got to lose. So like he was the one who like took the fall for his team.
Really had an easy check. They really got an easy check tonight. They really didn't do shit in that match, for real.
I was about to say, Marty really didn't do much of nothing tonight. Neither did Hangman Page for me. You know what I'm saying? They definitely got an easy check. You know, Tanahashi and Page had a few good exchanges. Marty really didn't do nothing. Like, he didn't stand out like he normally does.
I ain't gonna lie. I do want to see that match.
Yeah.
I think that would be something really dope. Like, I think that's something people are sleeping.
Chemistry right there, definitely.
And he said, "Nah, I want Tanahashi." I'm like, "Wait, whoa, hold on." I think like, "Wait, you calling out eight? Oh, this might be something." I be forgetting Hangman Page really be having some good matches, dog.
Well, yeah,
really
Hangman too.
really
Like
good
you got
matches.
like they got different weight classes too up in there. So like in a way, him saying that was kind of like a shot at Ray. Like, hey, you're not in my weight class, bro. Like, let me get the Like, yo, like you got some Hardy. Like, I want the big dude. Like, get your big homie.
Nah, facts.
But yeah,
bro.
that was a solid match. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, like I said, you got everybody need to do what they have to do, and they got.
There was not a bad
DC
match on the card at all.
Nah,
like
never.
The whole match is watchable, bro. It's like a classic album. Like you really can't. You could listen to everything. Like. If you wanted there to be a track or two you could skip.
Like, you got your hit singles, and then you got your album cuts.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Some album cuts you're going to like more than others.